Hi everyone, it's Sumner from Stel. Ahead of the round two of the FCC applications for the telehealth program funding, I just want to take a few minutes to go over some of the new parts of this process that are different from the first round. So this is all laid out in a blog on our website, www.stel.life. But I want to go through and show you how to use some of the tools that the FCC's provided so that you know where your application stands. So the biggest difference in this round is the set of metrics that the FCC released to ensure that the funding in this round goes to the hardest hit and most in need areas. And there's a few different factors they're using to judge that. So first is the hardest hit hotspot or sustained hotspot as it relates to COVID data. So to find this information, you'll go to healthdata.gov. And then about halfway down the page, you'll download the most recent Excel file of the community profile report. So for this example, we'll use Yale New Haven Health, located in New Haven, Connecticut. So once you're on this page, you'll go to the Counties tab down here. And there's a lot of data on here, but for the sake of this, we're only concerned with whether or not it is a hotspot or a sustained hotspot. So you'll find your county, scroll over until you see area of concern category. So we'll see here that New Haven, Connecticut is a sustained hotspot. So according to the metric, sustained hotspots will receive an additional 15 points on their application. Next, they'll be judging based on poverty levels in your area using two sets of data. First, from the small area income and poverty estimate data. So to use this resource, simply open this page, look for your county. We'll use New Haven again. And we'll see that according to SAPE data, the estimated poverty level is about 12%. And next, we'll check census tract data. So for census tract data, you'll first need to find out which census tract your location is located in. So to do that, the FCC provided a link to Texas A&M, where you simply type in the address, hit geocode, and then down under the best output census values, you'll see the census tract is 1403. So once you're in this page, you'll go to Filter by geography, tract, choose your state. So we'll use Connecticut, and we'll use New Haven County. Next, you'll want to scroll through here and look for your census tract. So we are 1403. Hit done. So this shows you data specific to this census tract. And if you scroll over, you'll see the percent below poverty level, which for New Haven is 42.3%. So it's much higher than the SAPE data of 12%. So because this location is located in an area above the 75th percentile of poverty, for census tract data, which is 19.8, they'll receive an additional 15 points on their application. So the FCC has instructed USAC to use whichever data set results in the highest point value for the applicant. Next, if you applied for funding in round one but did not receive it, you'll receive an additional 15 points on your application for this round. And if you did not apply for round one, you'll receive an additional 1 point. If you received funding for round one and you're applying again, you won't receive any additional points on your application. Next, if you are in a facility that operates on tribal lands or has an affiliation with Indian Health Services, you're eligible to receive an additional 15 points on your application if you include that verification with your application materials. Next, if you're a critical access hospital, the FCC provides a link to check the database of all the critical access hospitals. So we'll use Yale New Haven. And it doesn't look like they meet the metrics to be a critical access hospital. So they would not receive points for that category. Next, if you are an FQHC lookalike, or disproportionate share hospital, you'll receive an additional 10 points on your application. So if you're an FQHC, there's resources to check your status here. Disproportionate share hospitals will have to know themselves from their internal records if they are a hospital, because that database is not online. Next, there's the healthcare provider shortage areas. So if you're located in an area that's an HPSA, you simply have to type in your address here, New Haven, Connecticut, and search. So there's 3 designations you could receive, either a primary care, dental health, or mental health. For the sake of this application, the FCC is only concerned with whether or not you're a primary care HPSA, which in this case, Yale is. And they have a score of 15. So here, you'll see if you have a score between 1 and 12, you'll get 5 points, and a score between 13 and 25, you'll get an extra 10 points. And lastly, if you're located in a rural county, you'll be able to receive an additional 5 points on your application. Feel free to reach out to me at sumner@stel.life with any questions, and I look forward to hearing from you.